I feel like I'm in a game show. Come on down.
Actually, it's come on up.
Ah, that's even better.
Or as our friend wants us to say, come on over. And we just say, come on.
Thank you so much. I can't even begin. We've talked about words today. It's impossible to describe. The
words aren't necessary. We get
yes,
it.
I know
And like what we get.
Yeah. So I've been...
So what's the value of a word? The value of the word is that you can push that part of it. The value of a word, or the value of words, is that in your physical environment, it can bring several people or even two people to a focal point so that you have a beginning point to your journey together.
Right.
But,
and then allow the emotions to take over.
So it's focal points, but there's so much more. You communicate much more through your emotions than you do through your words. But it does give us, it's nice that we have some words so that we can sort of get on the same page, as people say, and then off we go.
Right.
Yes.
Good. All right, so we're on the same page here. I'm feeling you. So over the last few years since I learned about you, and I've felt like I'm on this journey where at the beginning it was so magnificent just to understand the concepts that you're teaching, and then
because I was moving through stronger vibrations, and so the visceral feeling was more dramatic to me.
Absolutely.
That's
like the whoosh.
Sort of exactly.
Yeah. So the whooshing feelings, and then
when Esther first met us, it felt like she had her toe in a light socket.
Yeah.
Because the difference in the frequencies was significant enough that she could really feel. And now the difference between Abraham and Esther is such a subtle difference that now there's a calm and soothing feeling to it, but no less sweet, different.
Yeah, I love it.
Same subject.
Yeah. So in this journey, I feel like for a long time it was kind of an uphill, sort of trudging uphill to get to the feeling place that I wanted to be, because I was not in practice. I wasn't in
bulkier vibration, yes.
Right. So I feel like for a long time I was carrying this weight to get there, but once I got there, it felt so amazing, and it didn't last very long. And
so as you tell the story and you talk about it, you activate the struggle, and then you activate the getting there, and then you activate the struggle, and then you activate the getting there.
Yep.
So you can stop telling that story anytime you want.
Right. Well, I'm telling the story because of my point at the end, which is that now I feel like in the last few months I've reached a tipping point where now I feel like it's easy and it flows so much easier. It's so easy for me to get in the vortex. And I have this momentum now, and I feel
Precisely.
like I'm on the other side.
So let's talk about that in terms of vibration. So if who I really am is calling me, and I've been practicing the lighter, less resistant frequencies, then doesn't it just make sense that now I'm more easily called in because my habit of resistance is so much less?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And so as a result, all these amazing manifestations are happening. I feel like my life is in this wonderful place, and I love getting up every day. I'm excited
because
about
when
it.
you hang around in the vortex, the first manifestation that occurs because of your entry into the vortex is an emotional one.
Yes.
But as you get hooked on that delicious emotion of being in the vortex, so you sort of demand it of yourself by focusing your thoughts more deliberately. Now the vortex reveals to you more and more significant rendezvous that are of a manifestational nature also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. And so now when I'm really in the vortex, I feel that feeling of invincibility that I've heard you talk about.
Power.
That power, that being truly authentic, all of those things. And now I want to know, how do I take it to the next level? Like
by making peace with this level.
Okay, I feel like I do that.
No,
I love it.
Not just now. Not just now. In other words, anytime you're saying, I want to take it to the next level, you are not happy with this level. So you go general. You acknowledge that there's always another level. You acknowledge that you don't know when you'll get there or how it will show up, but you acknowledge that it will be there. You appreciate with everything you are right where you stand. You release all resistance about where you are, and you allow the next level to reveal itself to you. You see, that's what trips you up. When you demand when you demand of yourself that you see the next level so that you can just go there, you mess everything up vibrationally. But when you accept that where you are is perfect, but you acknowledge generally that there is another level and you know that it's coming, now you just go, and it's just sweet, 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 sweet. And people who are watching you don't understand your magic because you're not breaking a sweat.
Yeah. Yes. So I would like to add some intentionality to that, some focus to that.
Of course you would.
Yeah. So
because of my dissatisfaction with where I stand.
No, I love where I am. I love where I am.
We think that you love where you are. We just don't think that you love where you are.
Oh, are you serious? I love where I am.
But how can you love where you are with a feeling of urgency of wanting to move on?
Well, okay, so maybe that's a clarification because
Maybe
I
it
don't
is.
really feel urgent about it.
All right, then use softer words.
Okay. I don't feel urgent about it. I really do. I love where I am.
You started out telling us about the struggle and how much better it got, and then so convince us. Do a really good job here of making peace with where you are.
Okay.
And we suggest that you go general to do it. I'm invincible. I can do anything. I'm unlimited. All things are possible. I love the journey. I love who I am. I love where I've been. I love where I am. I love where I'm going. I love how it plays out. I love the surprises. I love the adventure. I love the feeling of it. I love waking up. I love being alive. I love having fun. I love this life. I love this world. I love my government. I love the people of the world. I love the religions of the world. I love what's going on. I love my body. I love where I am. I'm so in the right place. I know I don't stand still, but I'm always in the right place and eager for more. Life is so good for me. I'm eager about what's coming. In other words, now we were very general, but there's no resistance in any of that, you see.
Right.
And when you practice that feeling, so that all angst and worry and trying to change things is at least soft within you, then everything that you've incrementally been putting into your vortex shines brighter, and as you're there in the vortex, then in that attitude, things start lighting up for you. And as they light up, you feel inspired, you feel interested, you feel like you want to move in the direction of it. You feel like you want to take an action, you see. And that's really what you're talking about. You all get the idea of the emotion being the primary, most important manifestation. We felt you get it.
Yeah.
But you still want that emotion to lead to something more tangible. And that tangible thing is something you can act on. Something that you can drive, someplace that you can go, something that you can say, something that you can do. And we're not in a disagreement with any of that. We just want the emotion to reign supreme for a while. And if you will let it be what you're really shooting for, so much so that you're just not going to torture yourself by trying to set goals or motivate yourself in any way, then stuff will light up, just like it has been.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so how
we just showed you.
Okay. All right.
By going general about it. You see, this is the tripping point. I accept where I am, like it pretty good. I know that there's more, want it now. And we say, can't have it both ways. If you accept where you are and you know it will evolve, then there's something about the complete acceptance of where you are that allows everything that you've been asking for to come in the comfortable, incremental way that you've been asking for, you see.
Right.
This is the piece. This is the missing piece. This is the piece that you're hearing. Conceptually, it makes sense. You just got to practice it. And as you feel angst dissolve and that lovely feeling ensue, so then what it comes to is you find yourself shifting emotionally into the vortex with nothing changing that you can see. But it doesn't need to change because you've accomplished what you really wanted anyway. You've shifted into the vortex because it was all for the emotion anyway. But then, because you're in there, now you have clearer view. And now all this other inspiration and manifestation of stuff that you want starts revealing itself to you.
Yeah.
Vortex first, vortex accomplishing the manifestation.
Right. And it's when I'm in the vortex that I start to get all these ideas of these awesome things that I want to do.
And when that's happening, you're different than you just were. And when those ideas are coming, when those ideas are coming, then you know you're on the roll, you see. But that's different from the point of view that you were just speaking.
Okay.
Because what you just said, what were the words that you offered? That some sort of determination. It was sort of making something happen. I feel like I should make something happen. And just keep using, every time you feel like you should make something happen, just replace it with, what I really want to do is just allow things to happen. And then enhance it even further at their own pace, in their own time, right on the schedule that has been laid out, with nothing to do with me. I don't have to force it. Everything is working out. All is well. It's unfolding perfectly. The path will light up. I've done my work. I put it in there. Now my work is to allow myself at the right time, in the right place, with the right people to rendezvous.